Morning, day 77. There's a frog in my tent.
Hey, buddy. Hey, what the you doing? Don't be walking down like
Holy
that. Whoa.
That was scary.
Yeah, good catch. Wow. Second bear of the trail.
Yeah, that's my first. Wow.
Nicely done.
Very cool. We're not even on trail right now.
No, that's why we took this
Good
little
thing we
detour.
took- Whoa. Yeah, look at that guy. He's just chewing on a tree stump or something.
Wow.
Bold little bugger.
Yeah, not a very big black bear. That's why she's just casually walking by. Do you guys see this? It's gonna be hard to say goodbye to Colorado. This state, I was scared of it coming into here because of all the snow. But I also knew that this place would be, I think I knew it would be life-changing. I definitely did not know how, and it's unbelievable looking at the last, I think it's gonna be 42 days or 44 days that I've been in Colorado on the CDT. These have been the most intense 44 days of my life. I know I say that a lot, that kind of stuff on these videos, but I mean it very seriously. There's also these mountain climbs, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I'm pouring sweat. I'm soaked right now. But we cross over the Colorado-Wyoming border in about 10 miles here, 10 or 15. And then we'll go a couple more miles north of that. And then tomorrow, we'll hike to the end of this segment and we'll get to encampment, which is where Hemlock will leave. Man, it rained last night. We thought it was gonna be really terrible today because it rained hard all night or most of the night. Woke up, everything was soaked. I don't know how, but a frog got in my tent. Probably because the frog thought it was a swamp in there. And we were not far from a river, so there was like this haze, this fog all around. And as we looked around, it looked like it was just gonna rain more. And we're like, great, we're never gonna be able to dry our stuff today. But as you can see now, it's not so bad. There's pretty much blue sky around. And of course, that blue sky, the sun broke out right as I started that 1,000-foot climb, which made my eyeballs want to bleed. But this is the last little hurrah of Colorado. I think I'm like right next to the high point. It's just like a little hill from here. And from there, it's gonna be dropping down into the Great Divide Basin. So that's where things are. I bet I have more to say when we get to the Colorado-Wyoming border. That'll be kind of a momentous occasion. Lunch here pretty soon though. I don't think Hemlock's far ahead and Sparkler's not far behind. So we'll stop and get some lunch and dry our stuff out here shortly. Make a big mess, do a yard sale. So I did the same thing on the last bit in New Mexico, which was a very long time ago. I think more than 40 days, 42 or 44, I forget. But as the New Mexico part of the CDT changes into the Colorado portion of the CDT, it turns into Colorado. Colorado bleeds into New Mexico. And this is the last mile of the Colorado portion of the CDT. And it kind of feels like Wyoming is bleeding into Colorado, just like Colorado bled into New Mexico. Because you could probably see my background. There's no snow. There's no snow, but there's a hemlock. Hi, hemlock. Hemlock was not with me at the start of New Mexico, or the end of New Mexico, but was with me at the start of Colorado. And it's kind of cool to think Sparkler's right behind too. So the three of us started Colorado together. We did the first segment together, and bugs. Hemlock and I have been together since the entirety of Colorado, basically. Unfortunately, he got a bounce north. He's already hiked that Wyoming section, the Great Divide Basin. So we lose him right after the start of Wyoming tomorrow. But get to say we did the whole state together, basically. And then Sparkler's right behind. So I guess Sparkler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 200, probably 250 miles. 350 miles, 200, 300 miles of Colorado we've hiked together, but it's kind of cool. Again, the three of us starting Colorado together, three of us ending Colorado together, and going into an environment that's gonna be a lot hotter. It's already drier. Water sources are super sparse, whereas water was everywhere yesterday. We had wet feet all day long. Today we can't find any water. And that's the CDT water source. I mean, the change happens really rapidly. So we're losing elevation, dropping down towards the Great Divide Basin. We'll be in Wyoming. In 20 freaking minutes, we will be in Wyoming. I didn't even think about that until I said it. We will miss some Colorado. But at the same time, I was saying earlier, I was like, I'm gonna miss Colorado a lot, but I'm done with Colorado for now. I'm done with the snow. Yesterday, I was getting frustrated about the snow. Ready to go see something new, and I'll come back and hike Colorado another day, probably another year. So I'll check back in here in 20 minutes. Yeah, it says most difficult. I don't know if I'm prepared for this.
Most difficult.
Sparkler, are you prepared for the most difficult? You're about to find out. Alright, I'm gonna tighten my backpack straps.
Oh my god.
Wow, I'm glad we waited. We thought it was 0.3. So,
yeah, whoa, that came up fast because I checked at the road junction and it was 0.7 and it did not feel. Maybe the map.
oh my goodness. Wow. Hemlock, here's your moment of fame.
The only thing you'll be remembered for. No, I'm just kidding.
Get up there.
Yay! Okay, I'm not doing a hemlock.
You weren't looking, but I did a backflip. Hemlock, we made it. We are in Wyoming. Ah, the line.
Oh.
Crushed it.
We are in Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Oh, wow. Wyoming and Colorado. Oh my goodness, this is a little bit more elaborate than the last state line.
It's pretty quartz.
That's what Colorado looks like. That's what Wyoming looks like. This is what my stinky hiking friends look like.
Luckily, they can't smell us.
No, it doesn't. That does not show up on film. Holy goodness. Oh, wow. Feels even more than I thought it would.
Victorious.
Yeah.
What a state.
We just walked
What
our
a
badasses
state.
from Mexico to Wyoming.
Wow. How about that? Colorado CDT state line. See, you know what's missing is on the Colorado portion, or Colorado, New Mexico, there's a New Mexico plate.
Oh, look on the other side of the tree.
Is there? No! Oh, that's so cool. Ha ha ha. 4 CDT. Wow. That's it. It's official. How many miles? What do we got? 500 miles of this state to do?
It's a little
Haven't
over
even looked.
500, I think. I gotta look again, but
I'd take it a day.
I'm
at a
halfway
time.
done. It's all it took is 77 days to get halfway done. Wow. Now we got a nice little tripod thing here. End of a through trail.
You guys.
Checking back in. We are still at the Colorado-Wyoming border. Sparkler has a first aid kit out, and Hemlock is in one piece. Yeah. Had a mishap. This happens. Yeah, I mean, so Colorado took my hand, and technically that stick right there took my knee, and it's on the Colorado side. So Wyoming, I mean, hopefully it'll be better. No more injuries in Wyoming.
when I look at my right foot,
This is a bigger one. Do you want a
I did it all for the camera though, just so it looks like I'm a
I
wonder.
another one of these. Do you want
I know this one got. I think it's clean. It's not like my hand.
it? Okay.
Ooh. Dib. All right. Well, yeah, it'll be okay. And then just a Band-Aid over the top. Cool. That actually didn't burn too bad. She's a doctor too.
Yeah.
Over the top.
Ha! No, just kidding.
Thanks.
Oh, I don't know how well. We'll
uh-oh,
see.
uh-oh.
We'll see.
I was gonna have to quit the trail, but Sparkler has a first aid kit. I have super glue and duct tape. Duct tape
Dude,
actually might do a little
Yeah, you might want to put some duct tape on that. I don't think it's gonna stay.
better. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to quit my through hike. I'm done.
Game over.
Game over.
gave it your
man.
best shot,
Gave it
you
my
know?
best, yeah. Colorado! I'll come and see you again. Wouldn't you know? As soon as my hand is basically healed. Oh, you probably haven't seen my hand in a minute. Yeah, it's just got that one crack in it, but that actually doesn't even hurt too bad. But as soon as my hand is all healed up, I'm gonna bust my knee on a stick. But I don't know. This is just life, I guess. The hand healed. Hopefully the knee heals. It's kind of a bad place for an injury because I gotta bend my knee 50,000 times a day. But we'll see. Seems a little tight. That was kind of a dumb thing, but welcome to Wyoming.